In 2017, I made around $755,000 for around a 75% return in one of my trading accounts. In February 2018, I lost around $400,000 in 2 days because I didn't follow my own strategy and I made a stupid trade. The funny thing is that when I made a video to explain that I lost this money, that was one of my most popular videos of the year. It was almost as if people took enjoyment out of seeing me fail, because obviously those people are unhappy with their own lives. So when they see other people make a mistake and fail, then it makes them feel better about themselves. And I think that this is one of the main factors that distinguish between successful people and people who are destined for failure. Successful people want other people who help others and who have positive intentions to succeed and to do well, and they surround themselves with positive people. Whereas other people who are destined for failure, they want other people who are doing better than them to fail because it makes them feel better about themselves. Anyway, the point of this video is how I handled this situation when I lost $400,000. The funny thing was, I was flying to Cartagena, Colombia on February 5th, and when I connected to the internet, when I got into the apartment, one of my best friends sent me a message and said, it was probably better that you were on the flight as opposed to being on the ground after seeing what happened. And I saw that the stock market fell like 400 or 500 points, the Dow dropped around 2 or 3%, and I lost all that money. So initially I was a little bit depressed, and then I made a video saying that I would make all that money back in 4 months, and I was 100% positive and confident that I would be able to do that. Fast forward 4 months, and I made all that money back, and currently I'm up over $150,000 in 2018. I think I'll make around $600,000 trading this year. I'm not going to reach my goal of making $1 million this year, but I also think very long term. So if I make $600,000 this year, last year I made $755,000. The next year I'll make $1.5 million. The year after that I'll probably make $2.5 to $3 million. And this is just trading. This is one source of income. But the point is that when you have a strategy that works and you're in it for the long term, I'm not trying to turn $2 million into $200 million. No, I try to hit singles. And that's why I knew that when I have a statistical advantage, even when I lost $400,000, I knew that it would take me around 4 months to make all that money back. I know pretty much how much money I'm going to make this year. I'm going to make somewhere between $600,000 and $700,000 trading this year. Next year, I should make around $1.5 million trading. And the point is, when you have a strategy, you're not taking outlandish bets and gambling. This isn't a situation where you're trying to trade Forex or you're trying to trade penny stocks. Instead, we habitually try to hit singles, get on base, are right 95% of the time, collect premium, and earn anywhere from 40% to 80% every single year. I don't know any other business that is easier, that gives you as high a success rate and as high a predictable return where you can earn 40 to 80% a year. In real estate, you're dealing with headaches as far as maintenance, property taxes, hiring good people, scouring and finding properties, collecting rent from tenants, and all of the other things that go into it. And at a maximum, you are earning 10 to 15%. And additionally, you are indebting yourselves to banks and you're constantly at the whims of the economy. Whereas if we have another economic or housing crisis like we had in 2008, then the banks are going to demand that you make good on all those mortgages and you pay the 70 to 80% loan to value, and then you're going to have a cash crunch. The point is that you always have to think long term. Try to hit singles, compound your wins, and layer on successes. Surround yourself with good people, and even though you're gonna take a giant step back some days, like I didn't wake up on February 5th and expect that when I was in Miami and then flew to Cartagena that I would be $400,000 poorer when I landed in Cartagena, but that's how things work, and I just kept plugging away. I knew that I was gonna make that money back. I didn't let the loss affect me, and just like I predicted, 4 months later, I am up 150,000 and I'm a better trader because of it. So I don't have any shame in taking that loss. That's my loss. I own it. I fucked up, and just like in the real world, there are consequences for your actions. I didn't try to make back all of that $400,000 in one day. I didn't put on additional risky trades and try to make that back in 1 week or 2 weeks. Instead, I just, I learned from my mistake. I became a better trader, and I figured, okay, so I'm not going to make $1 million this year trading, but I'll still make $500,000 or $600,000 trading this year, and next year I'll make $1.5 million. So it's all good. And the reality is that the money doesn't really matter. It's all about the process, being the best version of yourself, helping others, and encouraging them to help others and reach their potential. This is David Jaffe from Best Stock Strategy, and if you have any questions, then let me know. Let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway from this video is. Subscribe, and I'll do my best to help you. Thanks again.